For some it's a big screen TV, for others it's a phablet. Hi YouTube! Today I want to show you my latest order that I just received from the XiaomiShop.com. This beauty is called the Xiaomi Redmi Note, and this is the enhanced version. When you order it, it comes in a recycled cardboard box like this one with some specs on the back. It comes with a 5-volt USB wall charger. The Xiaomi shop also included a European plug adapter for me. It comes with a micro USB data and charging cable. And it also comes with some Chinese paperwork, and this looks like a warranty card. But the Xiaomi shop also included some goodies like a car charger, a little stylus, a screen protector, and last but not least they also included a flip cover which can also be used as a stand. This phone or phablet has a 5.5-inch capacitive 10-point multi-tap screen with a 720 by 1280 HD pixel resolution. It is an IPS display, and they also use the One Glass Solution technology. It has the MT6592 True Octa-Core CPU inside, which is clocked at 1.7 GHz. It has 2 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal memory, and it also supports TF cards. It runs on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean with MiUI on top of it. It is a Quadband, of course it is totally unlocked, and it supports 3G in either one of the SIM slots. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, a GPS, a G sensor, a proximity sensor, a light sensor, a magnetic field sensor, a gyroscope sensor, and it also has a very cool notification LED that supports all sorts of colors. It supports USB on the go, so if you have an adapter like that you can hook up different USB devices, and it also supports firmware updates over the air. It has 2 cameras, one main camera with a 13 megapixel output autofocus and a LED flash, and one front-facing camera with a 5 megapixel output. And of course this phone is a dual SIM dual standby phone. Let's take a closer look at the device. You have your front-facing camera right here, and next to it, as you can see blinking away, is the notification LED. It also has the proximity and light sensors right here. As you can see, the home, back and menu buttons are soft touch buttons, and they light up nicely in a red color. On the bottom you have your USB port and a microphone. Nothing on the left. On the top we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and a secondary noise reduction microphone. On the right side you have a volume rocker and your power button. On the back is your main camera, your LED flash, and some speakers right here. And if I can get this phone open for you, I can show you the inside. On the inside you can see that it takes 2 regular size SIM cards. This is where your TF card goes, and this is a huge 3100 milliamps battery. Some thoughts about this device. I like Xiaomi, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. No, seriously, I'll have to admit that I'm a huge Xiaomi fan, but I still try to be objective here. I had a couple of Xiaomi phones before and none of them ever disappointed me, and this one is definitely not an exception. The build quality is very good, as to be expected from a brand name phone. The display is also very good. I'm not saying amazingly good, but it is still very good. It has all the sensors someone might need, and they work perfectly. The GPS reception is one of the best I've seen in a very long time. The Wi-Fi reception is also very good, and one big plus is the battery. Please don't ask me how many days or hours it will last, but I can assure you that it will hold the charge very nicely. And I also like the notification LED a lot, simply because it supports all sorts of colors. Some cons, well, this phone isn't exactly the lightest phone. It weighs about 200 grams, and this phone also isn't exactly slim, and the LED flash could have been brighter. Bottom line, if you like big screen devices and if you don't mind the weight of it, I think this could be a very interesting device for you. Like always, I installed additional apps and games for demonstration purposes. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any thoughts, please leave comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and now let's check out how this baby performs. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. As you can see, the MiUI runs pretty smoothly, but let's start with the system settings. You can select between quick settings or all settings. Let me go into About Phone. There you have it. It runs on Android 4.2 Jelly Bean and it has MiUI on top of it. Let me show you the LED settings. As you can see, it supports all sorts of colors, even mixed colors. Let me go into the storage to show you the memory structure. There you have it. This is your phone storage. This is my SD card, and it also supports external USB storages. In the SIM management, you can see that this is a dual SIM phone, and if I go on data connection, you can see that I can choose freely which one of the SIM cards is supposed to be for the data connection. Let me go into the engineer mode for you. There I can show you the supported frequencies. There you have it. I can also show you the location-based services to show you that a GPS is working. Now let's start with some Google apps. As you can see, the Play Store is working fine and it's working out of the box, so you don't have to worry about anything. Let's test YouTube. Let me just load a random video. You can change the position of the screen, but I can of course also demonstrate a full screen mode, and it looks nice. There we have it. Done. What's next? Next, let's test out Google Maps. Let's go somewhere and see if it can locate my location. Yes, it can. This is where I am right now. Let's try a street view. Of course, I missed the road. Street view. Loads fast. I can zoom in and I can zoom out. And I can also test the compass mode. Let me turn that on for you. And as you can see, the gyroscope sensor and the magnetic field sensor work just fine. But I also have a compass app somewhere. Let's see, I think it's in the tools. Let's test the compass again. There you have it. It's working. What else do we have in here? It has a fun little voice recorder that looks like a tape. And what else do we have in here? I can show you the LED flash. This is not the brightest one, but it works for close distances. Anything else in the tools? I can show you it has a FM radio, and it even works without the headphones. And what else do we have here? I can show you the calculator. Now this is also a MiUI calculator. You can switch between scientific and basic calculator. What can we do next? Let me test the multi-touch. As you can see, this phone is actually a 10-point multi-touch, which is quite unusual. Let's test some sensors. No, I don't want to upgrade. Let's test the accelerometer sensor. It's working fine. Next up is a light sensor. I don't know if I can change it right here. I need a little more light. There you have it. It's working fine. It also has a orientation sensor, also working. Let's test the proximity sensor. There you have it. It's working fine. We also have a gyroscope sensor. We have a sound sensor, and as you can see, it has a microphone right here, and it also has a secondary microphone on top of it. And we have a magnetic field sensor, which can be used for the compass. What else do we have here? Let's test a Adobe Reader, because PDF documents are usually very hard to handle. and this phone handles it very well. I can zoom in, I can do a very quick rotation here, no problem at all. But let's test Antutu. Let's see what it has to say. Antutu gives us a score of close to 27,000, which is normal for this CPU and GPU. And here are some details. And let me show you the device info again. Again, those are all the sensors that are supported. But I think we should do some more benchmarks. Let's try Ninamark to give you an idea how good the GPU is working. Of course, this takes quite a long time, so I'll do a jump cut. And the score is 61.4 frames per second. One more benchmark for all you old timers out there who can still remember this. This is Quadband standard. I'm gonna run a full benchmark, and of course I'll do a jump cut again. Almost done. And the score is 14,329 points. Next, let's test the browser. Let me go into my bookmarks and let me load the BBC homepage. Now this is the desktop version, and as you can see, it can handle it very well. Let me scroll a little, let me do a rotation. I think this is very smooth, nothing to complain about. Let's test the gallery. Let's see what we have here, some local images. Let me just go into my wallpapers right here. Let's see how fast we can flip between the pictures. Looks nice. Let me zoom in and out. Looks very cool. Let's test a video. Now this is a 1080p video recorded in a MKV format. Now the colors look nice, and it also has great viewing angles, which you probably cannot really see because of all the reflections, but I'll demonstrate that later on. Let's test the camera really fast here. Let me just take a picture right here. Let's take a look at the picture. Oh, I'm sorry, I already exited. And of course it's blurry. Let me take another picture. Let's check out the picture. You probably cannot see, but it really looks very nice. Let's check out the details. Now this is a 13 megapixel output, and I don't know if I have a picture of the front-facing camera somewhere. Yes, I have, and as you can see, those are 5 megapixels. What else can I test right here? I can test the USB on the go. Let me just hook that up for you. It usually takes a second to mount the USB storage. Let's see if it's working. There you have it. This is my external USB storage. Let's just load a picture. And as you can see, no problem at all. Anything else I can show you right here? Yes, it also comes with a bunch of security apps, and as you can see, it also supports USB, no, not USB, I mean firmware updates over the air. And as you can see, there's one update already waiting for me, which I haven't installed yet. I think that's about it. I'm gonna show you the viewing angles of this device in a second, and I'm also gonna do a little gaming. Thank you so much for staying tuned, and see you next time. Some thoughts about this device. I like Xiaomi and I cannot lie. You others